City are at the Emirates Stadium for the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, seeking to maintain their grip on a trophy that has spent most
What is up, United Rogue Overwatch? Welcome to our second Ruby game of the season. Chicago Syndicate versus Halifax Lances. My name is Zach. I'm joined tonight with Biscuit. Biscuit, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. I'm ready to see these two teams clash it out in this.
Yeah, same here. These rosters coming in. Is there any standouts that you're seeing amongst either Chicago or Halifax?
I mean, it's gonna be. I hope we got JD back on the tour. That will be pretty epic. And then we got Strider going against JD. I'm pretty sure they were teammates last season.
Yes, they were. Strider, the bench player on Houston Flames, their reserve on the team that took the Ruby Grand Finals in a 4-0 sweep against Philadelphia Plague. Now this season starting on Halifax, and after playing with the guy, and watching him play in a map last season, I'm really excited to see what he can do on this Halifax team coming in. And I guess Biscuit, if you were one of these teams, which control map do you want to start off on?
I mean, I guess that really kind of depends on, like, as you're a team, you guys kind of figure out, like, hey, this is how we like to run. You know what I mean? You just, as a team, you pick the map. I know we are limited this season to what maps you could pick instead of all of them usually.
Yeah, and this season's particularly both teams to start our control maps. One team gets to ban out one map, the other team will ban out the second map, and whatever map is left will be our control map for the season, as both teams are kind of sitting here talking about it. I believe our control maps this season that are eligible up for play are Lijiang Tower, Ilios, and Nepal. I guess, yeah. As we're waiting for these teams to ban out, looking at both of these rosters, we know Storm is a Doomfist specialist as a tank player. It's one of his best heroes. I don't know. I mean, if you're Halifax, who are you looking at? Who are you? What map do you want to play? What map do you want to try and ban out if you want to
that's really the question of what tank is Chicago rolling with. They have Vanguard and they have Ghostface as their highest rank speed tank. You can also have Kent also be a tank. Oh, he's not here. But I mean, it's really up to, like, who, I guess, what tank do they want to be? Because I don't know their player pools perfectly. With Storms, like you said, he is a Doom main, which is probably telling me he loves dive. He probably really loves dive, so it's all about, if you're Chicago, what do you do?
And this just in, we do have our first map. It is Lijiang Tower. Darklaw representing Chicago, banned out Ilios. Minky representing Halifax, banned out Nepal. So we are going to Lijiang Tower. What does this tell you if you're looking at these two teams?
I think it's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna definitely see Storm and Doom, 1000%. It's really going to be also, I hope we see JD on Torb. We know that's what is his favorite. All last season, we saw him get the melee kills with it. We'll just have to see. My biggest thing is I don't really know what Chicago's tank is. I don't know who it is. I would guess in this it's Ghostface, but I can't say that for certain.
Yeah, this is our first match of the season, so both of these teams, we are coming into a new season, seeing what they want to roll out with. As we open up, we are going into Lijiang Control Center, waiting for teams to come up. Our kind of indoor map. Typically for me as a tank player, I'm looking at this map as the Rhine Brawl map or the Rush map. But it'll be interesting to see what both these teams want to run out on.
I mean, yeah, I have seen Doom do some work in this map before, especially if he's able to go in that back line, like in that computer room, and go up high. He can make some havoc.
Exactly.
Just making sure they're rejecting the high ground.
Exactly. Close quarters. You never know what some close quarter combat at a Doomfist with a bunch of walls around can do. But as we are waiting to prep out, we have looks from these two teams, and we see Storm playing the Zarya, and it looks like Ghostface is going to be their tank player for Chicago, playing the Queen.
The more shocking thing to me is you have JD as Lucio. I have not seen him on Lucio, really. I just remember him being a lot of Tor, but Storm died.
Storm, can we get a check on that, please?
Are we okay? Nezzy falls.
Yeah. Either way, we're opening up quickly with Chicago, taking advantage of Storm somehow just going off the map at first. But control point unlocked. Chicago moving into position. Minky switching off of the Symmetra onto the Junkrat. Welcome to now, Biscuit. I call this the Lijiang Control. This is the Lijiang Control Center special. Nice Junkrat pick out from Minky. And
yeah.
Chicago, yeah.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, no, I definitely see how Junkrat could be really good here. Junkrat does really well, especially into, like, Junker Queen, because just get hit by a few of those bombs, gonna blow up.
Exactly, but Minky first to fall, down to Blue Jay, and Blue Jay coming in clutch with the speed and the Queen, and Chicago closing out that fight. 30% on the board for Chicago, and a swap on the board. Minky onto the Reaper, Storm off of the Zarya onto the Doomfist. Said enough of this, time to pull out the specialty hero. Let's see what they can get done. Shout out from Ghostface, a little early as they're angling into this next fight. And Blue Jay, nice punch from Storm, and Strider manages to find a final blow onto Blue Jay. Big opening pick from Halifax.
Ooh, there's the ult!
Yeah, nice Deadeye from Strider. It finds another onto Darklaw. Once teammates last season, now enemies on the same team, and Strider coming up with the cleanup. Nice play from Halifax to set up and get onto the board.
Yeah, you also got the ult economy is a bit in the favor of Chicago right now. You got 3 ults about ready to go. Actually, sorry, 4 versus, you know, all that Halifax has.
Yeah,
no, I got it backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, all the swapping coming out of Halifax in the beginning, but Strider finding another opening pick onto Blue Jay, set up by Storm. Stop Ghostface's ult. Huge play from the Doomfist main coming out. New pickup from Emerald into Ruby, showing his worth on the stage.
Absolutely, as we see Blue Jay getting a kill on Lucio right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but closing pick on the Lucio, but Strider turns around, picks up Brilliant. Minky using the Death Blossom, but Blue Jay manages to pick them off, and Brilliant off of the Tracer onto the Sombra switch. Maybe to try and slow down and Storm a little bit on the Doomfist, I'm not sure, but either way, Ghostface picking up 2. Minky offering up, saying, "Okay, I'll get off the Reaper. I'll go match the Somber. We're gonna have a hacker battle out here." And 70% on the board for Halifax, but Chicago manages to come around, pick up the point.
Yeah. Also, absolutely, you got Chicago at least right now with 3 ultimates right now ready to go. There's window.
Yeah, Nezumi pulls out the window and beat out from Dark Claw. Nice 2K Blossom from Blue Jay in order to turn Nezumi's window completely useless. Chicago in 1 fight territory to win this round.
It looks like it, but they do have a Lucio, so he might. No, he ain't gonna get there in time.
You got it.
Actually,
Rescue Toast going for the touch. Rescue Toast gets the touch. They are gonna. Yep, they are going to at least get OT going. And Strider goes down with. Strider goes down with the Deadeye. Can't get it off in time. That's unfortunate. Fox out from creep on the point, and this should be just cleanup for Chicago. Chicago takes round 1. 71 to 100.
Yeah, Chicago doing a really good job right there. Just doing a good cleanup. I think Halifax did a really good job. They won 1 or 2 really great team fights, then they just kind of started falling apart. What do you think they could do to... What do you think, Halifax can do now?
Well,
better.
We are going to Lijiang Tower. Lijiang Tower. We're going to. I want to say this control point is Garden. Don't quote me on that one, chat. But realistically, they need to trust the Storm Doomfist. Storm's Doomfist was genuinely finding them a lot of opening to try and find picks. Allows Strider to get in, find the final blows. I like that Halifax are sticking onto this Doomfist early on. Going into this round. It is not over yet until the map is over.
Absolutely, especially with that comp, and Doom goes down!
Yes! Nice hack out of Brilliant to catch the Doomfist out, and Ghostface with the Carnage turns around, fights 5 low, but Strider manages to pick off Creep early. Darklaw trades back for Strider. This is getting feisty, but Chicago are finding the picks more and more in this fight. Nezumi down to Darklaw, and that should be it. Storm just getting some final percentage, but Rescue Toast manages to find 1 boop off the map for Blue Jay, punishing for some hubris on the side of Chicago.
They didn't even cap yet.
Yeah, they finally turned around and cap. I was gonna ask. So no cap, but it's okay. They starting to tick up the percentage now. This could have been a lot worse if Chicago had stuck someone on the point earlier to get cap going. Storm coming in, misses the punch, isn't able to find anyone. Minky in the back line uses recall, trying to find something in there. They've managed to force the fade out of Blue Jay. The Reaper getting out of there, and Strider finds the opening pick on the Ghostface. This is brilliant, but brilliant.
The tanks are down.
Yes, speaking of, turns around. Minky answers back onto Creep, and Darklaw drops a beat for 3 on the point. Death Blossom out. It's getting nice and crazy chaotic in here, but Halifax are finding the picks in the end, and should be about 43% on the board for Chicago, but Halifax take the point. Whew.
Absolutely, they wasted 2 ults there just to end up losing it. Now you just got Halifax, or no? Yeah, Halifax on the point. They're taking it over.
Yeah, Chicago rotating through White Room, realizing that between Storm and Rescue Toast, they don't want to risk getting booped off the bridge. Smarter than Nezumi does have the Kitsune Rush in play, and they pop it onto the point, telling Chicago, you want to come challenge us for this point, you got to play in our rush. And there we go, making Strider opening up, finding picks. Storm drops down onto Blue Jay, and it's just Ghostface left. Uses the shout, but just decides it's time to go off the map and reset.
Absolutely, it's just good to reset after that. That was a really good push right there from Halifax. Just doing a really great job overall. Spacing that whole hallway, just pressing Q, making a lot of space.
They committed onto white, and Nezumi can just drop the fox and say, you want to engage with us? You're engaging in my terms, my turf. But Brilliant comes in, finds the EMP onto 2. Can they find someone? Yes, they do. They find Storm, but Rescue Toast trades back for Brilliant. Minky out with the Pulse Bomb, does not find anyone, and Ghostface takes care of Minky. Rescue Toast finds Dark Claw, and the Rampage comes out. Strider, in all the chaos, finding a pick onto Creep. This is huge, and this is holding on to the point. Ghostface manages to get the Bleed Death onto Strider, and it's still brawling out, but the point is going in favor of Halifax right now as they are coming in, staggering out. How much longer can Halifax hold on to this point?
There goes Storm. I guess it really just matters. How long can Minky keep annoying it? Minky has to retreat.
Minky has to retreat, but critically, Minky and all that staggering left it so that now Halifax are 1 fight territory to tie up this map. If they win, Storm off of the Doomfist onto the Ramatra, trying to find an opening pick, brawl out more. Brilliant off of the Sombra onto the Torbjorn, the Dark Claw special. We love to see it here in United Rogue Overwatch. But as we come out, from Dark Claw onto Storm, goes right off the map. Guys, come on. You can't play on the bridge. You have to respect the Lucios on both sides.
The boop.
Yes, 1 boop to shut down an entire push, and this is now starting to come into one fight territory. Final fight for this map. Ult's coming out. Dark Claw with the later beat, but Strider holding the Deadeye. Can they find anything? Yes, he does. He finds Ghostface. This is brilliant. Minky picks up Brilliant, but Chicago trading back for 2. And all of this.
Ooh, the Lucio.
Yep, it's critical. Minky finds the pick onto Creep. That's large source of the healing on Chicago down. Storm finding Dark Claw. No more supports on this point. And Halifax turning around, should get this point. It is 1 fight territory. Someone's got to touch. Brilliant is trying, but Brilliant goes down.
The Ram ult.
Yeah. Ghostface booped off of the point. Booped off of the point from Rescue Toast. And that is it. We are now 1-1 in this map. 99 to 100. A close slugger. But Halifax still in this series. Still in this map, sorry.
Yeah, they're still in the map. I think Storm did a really good job there going to Ramatra. I think it felt really effective with him being Ramatra. He was doing some good work as Doom, like you pointed out. But that Ramatra pick lets him just be more just in the middle of his team rather than jumping around everywhere.
Yeah, he just gets to stand there and tell Ghostface, tell the rest of Chicago, come and face me. I'm not fishing for picks anymore. I'm gonna stand here and you will have to take me. You will have to take me head on. And when you have Strider and Minky on the side of Halifax also coming in and finding the picks that they're finding, I wouldn't want to be challenging them. Opening up, we have a TP play coming out from the side of Chicago, but huge Ravenous Vortex to find 2, to set up for Rescue Toast and Strider to find 2. Storm does go down to the turrets, but everyone else from the side of Chicago is falling. Minky with the cleanup on point, and this should be Halifax, getting the first cap.
I don't know if you noticed, Minky just got 3 or 4 kills in that fight.
Yeah.
He just ran in as Tracer, just got 3 or 4 kills, even though they had such a great opening. That's insane.
It's set up from the Ravenous Vortex.
No.
They're gonna try the TP play again, but come on, it didn't work. Might not have worked once, but Creep finding Nezumi, Rescue Toast turning around for Brilliant, and Storm finding Creep in return. This will be scrappy if they decide to stay in brawl, but it should be favoring Halifax. Yep, Pulse Bomb out, misses Ghostface, but it does not matter. It is just the Queen and the Lucio on this point. And Rescue Toast.
They default!
Yes, Rescue Toast getting the boop off of Dark Claw, establishing I'm the better Lucio in this map. Try again. Rampage out from Ghostface, trying to find something, and they do manage to brawl it out, get nice and scrappy, but that is 50% on the board for Halifax before Chicago can turn around and get the point. Now that they have the point, Biscuit, this Symmetra becomes a lot more lethal. The Sim can start setting up her TPs. setting up her turrets, it becomes a lot more dangerous if you are trying to attack in if you are Halifax.
Absolutely, but that Kitsune rush might help with getting in there.
Yeah, rush out early, forces Chicago to come back towards point. Wall out, but JD first to fall at the hands of Strider. Storm turns around. Storm next to fall, and this should... Strider popping the Deadeye. Can he find anything? No, he cannot. Does not pull the trigger in time, and unfortunately, that is another fight for for Chicago. Should be evening up 50-50 on this map.
Absolutely, as it looks like they're gonna take the lead. The ult economy between the two, it's roughly even.
Yeah, it got expensive for Halifax as they tried to commit further and further in. Storm being the first one to fall with his... Oh, as I say that, huge Ravenous Vortex to set up Dark Claw, set up the pulse bomb for Minky, but Blue Jay manages to find two, and Creep comes in for a third. This should be one, if not two more fights left for Halifax, or for Chicago to win this round. Excuse me.
Yeah, as it looks like right now, I mean, like you said, they have the point right now. They're holding it. They do have beat. We're just gonna have to see what they do. They both have beat. Both teams have beat.
Beat. Dark Claw decides to engage first. Tempo beat, try to get something out. Rescue Toast. Rescue Toast beats later, but Strider off the map due to Dark Claw. Sending a boop off. Storm hit with the Junker Queen ult. Can't get any heals, and unfortunately, this should be going the way of Chicago. Chicago takes map 1, but a 2-1 series, 2-1 scoreline in this map. And Chicago takes map 1. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would say it was a raw. Doing a really good job right there. I think it's really about, you know, we looking at the scoreboard and stuff from last game, at least right before the game ended. Storm's just been having a tricky time getting kills, it feels like. I mean, he's gotten a few kills here and there. He's been trying to make space, but it's just been tricky, you know.
It's been tricky, and Minky immediately dropping in what map Halifax wants to go to next, and they are opting to go to Circuit Royale. This should change a lot of things up. Circuit Royale, known for its long sightlines sniper-based map. When we slow the pace of the game down, who are you favoring?
I'm gonna honestly favor Chicago because, like you said, Storm's main hero, his best hero is Doomfist. Doomfist can do really good on this map, but it really matters. Like, he has to land every punch, basically. I have seen some good Dooms on this, though.
Yeah, I guess for the question I would ask, I do know Storm does have a Sigma in his hero pool. Does Ghostface have a Sigma in their hero pool?
I mean, I wouldn't pass him. He has it. I mean, as most tank players, because Overwatch is really Counterwatch for tanks, you kind of have to know a little bit for most tanks, except Ball. Sorry, Ball. But, yeah, for most tanks, you gotta know them at least at an okay level. Like I said, except Ball. Log will be sad about this.
Oh, don't let Log catch strays on this stream. Come on now. That being said, we are going into map 2. Chicago leads 1-0 in this series. We are going to Circuit Royale. And off the rip, now granted, it was, you know, assembling heroes. This is before we know what was going on. I saw Storm lock the Reinhardt.
Oh no.
Off the rip.
Oh no. That's not what I don't think. I think this is a Sigma map if I've ever seen one. I feel like this is a Sigma map.
As a tank player, I can confirm Circuit Royale very much is Sigma double sniper favored.
Ramatra is also really good on this map. Monkey can be really good here too. Depends.
It depends on the comp you want to run. And granted, Halifax are on the attacking side first, so this could be some troll. This could be some troll picks coming out from them. But I see Storm on the Reinhardt, Minky on the Reaper, Nezumi on the Lifeweaver of all things. This will be interesting. But looking at Chicago as they are setting up, Ghostface on the Sigma, Creep and Darkclaw doing the Babzen double flex support lineup, and Blue Jay and Brilliant double snipers. This is the Circuit Royale special.
Poke. This is the poke comp. Like, I want poke. Here you go.
It is the Circuit Royale special, but they are sticking to it. I'm seeing the Reinhardt. They are committing to it. This works if Storm is able to get right up in top of the Sigma's face, and the rest of the team is able to go up and over. Nezumi with the pull up and over, and they are taking space, but Brilliant finds the opening pick onto Minky. Creep turning around, finding a pick onto Storm, and that should be just about it. That should be about it for this fight. Blue Jay finally closing pick on Nezumi. Strider turning around, finding Brilliant. That's nice, but Darkclaw says this is my map. Kicks Strider back to spawn. One fight over, and we are getting the switch up. Minky onto the Widowmaker, Storm onto the Stigma, Nezumi onto the Ilari. Got some double sniper, interesting trade up, and Strider sticking onto the Cassidy that he's known for.
Yeah, he is known for his Cassidy, but yeah, it is good they went to Sigma. This is a very Sigma heavy map, like we said before the game.
Speak of the guy. Strider finds an opening pick onto Creep. Rescue Toast and Minky answering back. Storm finds Ghostface, and it is just Blue Jay left on the cart. Nice fight to turn around for Halifax and start pushing around the corner as we round to the final corner of A.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really good bounce back for them. They lost one fight, not too bad. Then they came back and just instantly won next one to where now they got point.
Yeah, and just Storm and the rest of Storm in the core of Halifax pushing up to the top. Minky finding an opening jump shot onto Creep. Nice shot from Minky. Blue Jay answers back onto Rescue Toast, but Strider finds the shot back onto Blue Jay. And this is still in favor of Halifax as they continue their push.
Absolutely, they're doing a really good job here, making space with Sigma, using that poke comp, to its fullest.
Strider, another pick onto Darkclaw. Nice turnaround as they get to hold space. And if you're Chicago, what's going on? How are you answering your way back into the fight? Rescue Toast opens up, and Minky another pick onto Brilliant. Brilliant is not having a good day on the Widowmaker right now. Minky on fire.
Right, absolutely. I know you have the Zen. You have, talking about that, yep. There he is, and there's both ults!
There's both.
Can they get both supports?
Ghostface is able to trade back for one. Ghostface is able to trade for Rescue Toast, but Strider turns around, finds Darkclaw. Brilliant finally shoots back, gets Minky down, but is it enough? Maybe, who knows? It is just the Ilari on the cart, and Nezumi comes out with the Captive Sun, manages to find two with it, and that should be point B going in favor of Halifax. We just have Blue Jay being a tracer, sticking around on the car, trying to stall out, find anything they can, and they want to commit. Darkclaw, Rescue Toast picks off Darkclaw on the Moira, Minky finds Blue Jay, and there's a ball on the car, trying to stagger out, but guys, just give it to them. It should be over at this point. As I say that, 4.5 minutes on the clock for Halifax to attack point C. This is a large time bank.
Absolutely. This is going to be tough for Chicago to stop, but they do have window. They are working up on the ultimate slowly. I mean, you still have a whole team fight or two left at least here.
Yeah, you are looking at either Creep to open up quickly with their window and try and find an opening pick, or Storm, if he manages to bait out the rock from Ghostface, has a free Gravitic Flux coming up.
As it looks like we are building Minky Falls.
Yeah, Sombra being annoying, getting in the backline, manages to find Minky. Strider hits the flash on him. Sombra TP's away, but Strider says, nope, you are mine, and shuts him down. Flux out, pretty sure
he didn't get anyone.
Yeah, Flux out from Storm, misses, but still, Halifax consistently finding picks and getting space in this map. And this just looks like a steamroll on the side of Halifax.
Absolutely. Halifax has done great work here. There's Window!
Yeah, but Strider manages to pick off Creep with the Deadeye. That's huge. They even it up. Minky finds Ghostface, no tank on the board, but Brilliant turns around, finds 2 before going down to Nezumi, but it is just Nezumi on this cart, and should have just held it off right at the end of C. And Blue Jay finally answering back.
They finally, after the first team fight, have finally won the next fight. Yeah. It just took all the way to 2 meters, it felt like, to be at the end.
Yeah, but that is a really good push if you were on the side of Halifax. You are very happy that you were able to turn around and get that much progress off of your losing the opening team fight. Rescue Toast manages to find Blue Jay, but the Sombra's in the backline. Brilliant manages to pick off Minky before the Widow can take off any more heads. Unfortunately, caught out of the rotate as the rest of Halifax moves high. Rescue Toast finds Starclaw's pylon, and Rock Out manages to hit Strider. Not able to capitalize off of that. Flux out
he's got BAP!
Yeah, Flux out from Ghost. And unfortunately, the BAP lamp did come down, but it was not in time to save Nezumi. Strider turns around, finds 2 with the 5th! And Blue Jay opens back, cleans up 2 more. That is the power of Widowmaker when you have it in the hands of someone who is hitting shots like that. Blue Jay finally opening up. As I say that, though, Halifax are turning around, but the card is pushed back so far that they need to go back for the cards! And
ooh, there's the EMP!
EMP out for 2. Nezumi.
What a shield!
Yeah, huge shield from Ghostface to block the Captive Sun out of Nezumi. And okay, Minky, let's pop sights. Let's see where everyone's at as we are trying to back up. And that Sombra, does not matter if you can see her or not, she's gonna come back to your backline and hunt you down. Blue Jay finds a pick onto Strider, and we are about 1 minute left on this map, and a map biscuit that was looking really favored for Halifax. Now all of a sudden, with defensive stability, Chicago turning around, answering back. Sights out from Blue Jay. Rescue Toast manages to pick off Brilliant after getting hacked and virus. It did cost them their lamp though. A little early, but that's fine. You managed to pick the Sombra. Minky answers back for Creep. That's a nice pick out of Minky. Minky answers for Blue Jay as well. I shouldn't have spoke too soon there. Window out on cart, manages to get a bulk of it eaten up from Ghostface.
A double ult!
Yep, Flux up from Ghostface, manages to find 2, and that should be it. We are less than 20 seconds left on the clock, and Halifax need to just die quick if they want a chance at a final fight.
Absolutely. As now, I mean,
yeah,
I can't believe it. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We went to the 3rd point, and now they've held it.
And win con set for Chicago. You have to push all the way to the end of C, just about, if you want to win this map. But critically, after Biscuit, you said it, after 4.5 minutes going into C, Halifax won one defensive fight that went in favor of Chicago, and Halifax all of a sudden falling apart. What's your win? I guess if I'm looking at this, if I'm Chicago, how am I responding on my attack?
I mean, I think if you're gonna beat Halifax, you got to be quick here. You want to get to that line. You want to get to C with as much time as possible. You have to. Like, you're gonna want to go fast. You have Storm coming out again. Oh yeah, they got the poke comp by 1000%. So it's really, do you want to poke against poke and hope you win it, or maybe try like a rush or a dive and maybe get on them quicker?
I mean, you could do what Chicago, were doing, which was send a Sombra to go deal with Minky.
Yeah, that would work pretty well. I mean, we do see a Sombra ready.
We do see Brilliant locking in the Sombra again. This will be interesting as these teams angle up for round 2. Minky down, poking down, manages to take an opening shot. Blue Jay opens up and gets the headshot onto Minky, and that's big first pick on the side of Chicago. They have to back up. Doesn't matter if Ghostface uses the hands and gets rocked out of it. Strider turns around for Dark Claw, but Blue Jay finds the pick on Nezumi. Strider turning around, finding a pick onto Blue Jay, and finds another onto the Sombra. Strider popping off, showing why he should be starting on this roster.
Absolutely, as Halifax has already slowed down Chicago. At the first turn, they're already trying to slow them down.
You just have to thank you, Mr. Strider, for winning this, for stabilizing this point for us, considering that they lost Minky first. But as I say that, Blue Jay manages to find a shot onto Storm, and Blue Jay answers back onto Rescue Toast. This is huge. Okay, Blue Jay, Blue Jay gets 3. Why not? That's what Widowmaker will do. Creep does manage to get a final blow in, and Blue Jay pops the sights early.
Storm is alone.
Yeah, Storm's alone, being the first one picked in that fight. He's a little forward before the rest of his team is ready to go with him. And Blue Jay again answers back onto Minky. I don't know, maybe it's the attacking side. Favors
maybe.
Ghostface turns around, rocks Storm's world,
Ooh!
and Strider hacks out of his dead eye. Another great play from Brilliant, as we are now 4 minutes 45 seconds going into B.
Man, Blue Jay though has done a great job in this Widow duel so far. He has won so far on the attack. We'll have to see how it keeps going.
Yeah, and Halifax turning around. Storm says no more Sigma. It's time to go onto the Ramatra. Okay, let's see what we can do. Open up with the window on the Rescue Toast window, and manages to find Ghostface. Storm turns around, gets Blue Jay, and Minky turns around and finds a shot onto Brilliant. This is the stabilization that Halifax needs in order to start the defensive hold. 4 minutes left on the play clock.
4 minutes left, and we still have a lot of time to even get to the second point.
Exactly. As I say that, Blue Jay again finds an opening pink onto Minky. These Widows will not stop. Yep, and 3-man EMP in the backline. Brilliant manages to pick off Strider before Nezumi can turn around and find Brilliant instead. Dark Claw with the Captive's Son manages to I think hit one, but Blue doesn't get the trigger off of it. Blue Jay manages to find Nezumi, and the fight is breaking down on the cart. Blue Jay with the later sights. Now they have sight advantage over Minky in this duel. And again, the Sombra!
The Ram ult!
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Goodbye, Storm. Strider might be able to turn around and find Brilliant, but this is turning into a runaway train for Chicago. As they reach the end of B, there's 3 minutes left on this clock. Should go up to 4 minutes 30 seconds. And Halifax defense seeming to fall apart. They are struggling. Minky swaps off of Widow onto Sombra, now onto the Bastion of all heroes. Storm onto the Doomfist, back onto the Doomfist, back onto the Sigma. It feels like they're trying to find some sort of answer, but I don't know if you can find it between Blue Jay and Brilliant just getting into your backline and tearing them apart.
I mean, I definitely like the switch back to Sigma. I thought Storm was doing a really good job as Sigma before he went to Ramatra.
Yeah.
I think he'll be able to do a little more on Sigma.
Yeah, exactly. But Nezumi uses the Biodave, picks off the Sombra. Minky turns around, finds a pick. Strider finding a pick onto Dark Claw, and this is the there we go. Stabilization fight on the defense. 3.5 minutes left on the play clock to push the end of B. Or end of C, sorry.
Yeah, as they are about to be in a Q fest. Look at all those ultimates brewing up here. I am about to see a lot of Q getting pressed.
Yep. As you say that, Dark Claw opens up with the Captive Sun, manages to manages to find and land on the back line. Oh, nice!
Oh!
From Nezumi to shut down the ultimate from Ghostface. And Bastion ult coming out, storming the car, put it on the cart. Blue Jay manages to find Rescue Toast, but Minky and Strider cleaning up in the back line. Another stabilization, but as I say that, Blue Jay still left uncontested on the high ground. Someone please kill them. They did, but at the cost of Nezumi getting being a late pick.
As now it looks like we're starting to stabilize. We still have a lot of ults though brewing up. Like,
Yeah, a lot of ults. And Blue Jay says no more Widow. Onto the May of all heroes.
I mean, one freeze.
Yeah, one Blizzard can open things up entirely if Storm isn't able to eat the Blizzard. Speaking of, I might have just cast Reverse Storm. I'm sorry, buddy. But Brilliant manages to come in, pick off the Sigma, and that's the tank down. Rescue Toast dealing with the virus on the high ground as they try to retreat. And Halifax giving space. Ghostface manages to rock Minky's world. And again, Brilliant in the backline, harassing Rescue Toast. This Sombra turning around, turning this game on its head. A nice tactic 10 out of Brilliant to stop Storm, and you have to feel for them. Creep dropping the Fox on card, trying to confirm things up, and there's nothing left but to clean up.
No,
Minky, the last
touch.
Strider makes an attempt to roll into touch, but gets rocked off the cart from Ghostface, and that is Chicago leading 2-0 in the series.
2-0 in the series. It was pretty good though overall. It was really poke versus poke. Blue Jay did an amazing job though in that Widow duel, as we see with that headshot.
Yeah, I might have spoken a little too soon. I'm sorry, Blue Jay. I need to pay you your respects, because that was some clean Widow gameplay. And also looking at Brilliant constantly getting into the backline and harassing Minky, harassing Rescue Toast, harassing Storm. They were not allowed to get anything done if Brilliant was in their backline.
Absolutely, yeah. Brilliant did a really good job there as Sombra. It was really good overall. I mean, Halifax did an amazing offensive push. They almost made it to the end. I mean, they got to that third point with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. That is a lot of time. They got stopped. Chicago just came together. So far, Chicago's just done, when it gets tough, they stick together. It feels like a little tighter.
Yeah, this is the first game of the season for both of these teams. I don't know as much about Chicago, but I do know that there has been at least one that this Halifax core has done at least one or two scrims as a team. This feels, as the fights are breaking down, it is getting messy. It is getting skirmishy, but it is constantly Chicago coming out on top when fights are breaking down, largely on the backs of Blue Jay and Brilliant finding these opening picks just out of nowhere, whether it's Brilliant in the backline harassing Minky, harassing Strider, harassing Toast or Storm, or it's Blue Jay answering back on the Widowmaker. And I guess Biscuit, so we've done our control, we've gone to Escort, and we are opting for a King's Row.
Yep. I think 1,000% Storm needs to go Doomfist, and you need a Lucio, and go dive. I love this to be dive. I know that might not be the perfect thing. That's obviously what we did with Ottawa last season, and it was a great time to be diving on this map, but we had a monkey.
Last season, when you guys decided to dive us, I will say a little bit of disrespect on scrims, not going for the brawl, but whatever. I'll answer back on a diva, and we'll shut it down. We'll shut it down either way. That being said, as we are getting locked in, Storm locking the Reinhardt.
Oh boy.
So I don't hate this. I don't hate this look coming out of Halifax. This is very clear. You are telling Strider to play his best hero in Cassidy. Rescue Toast going back to the Lucio. Nazumi going on to the Baptiste. Storm going on to a comfort pick of his own. And Minky with the Symmetra, can TP around and set up for a lot of plays. Try and catch Chicago, off guard. But Chicago on the defense. This is an interesting one. Say comp of all time.
Very. Also, another thing I find very interesting is like only one person on both teams are on high ground right now. Well, not now, but at the start, only one person was.
Yep, and you clearly see. Oh, nice wall out of Blue Jay to block off the Symmetra teleporter and slow the rotation down. Unfortunately, Nazumi was not able to get into the TP in time. Has to use their movement. Has to use their exo boots, rotate around, is able to get over onto the ledge with the rest of Halifax, but that is precious seconds off the clock.
Oh, they're about to drop.
Yep, wrapping up top over high ground, and they flipped the map. Biscuit, they flipped the map.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Minky dropping on. Shout out from Ghostface.
Oh, the ice wall!
Storm walled off. Nice play from Nazumi. Strider is able to pick off creep, but brilliant. Able to find the final blow onto Storm. Ghostface picks off Minky. Strider gets Dark Claw in the trade around. And Strider still on high ground, gets to have a free shooting gallery.
Oh.
And Rescue Toast falls to Ghostface. Strider picks off Brilliant, but Ghostface answers back. And it is just Nazumi left, staggering out. But Storm's back. We have tanks in, but Nazumi was so low for so long. And this is just breaking
chaos. Storm is going. You gotta run away, Toast. Run away.
I'm begging you, please,
oh,
Halifax. No! Just go back and wait until all 5 of y'all are ready, please. I'm begging. That is almost 2 minutes off the clock. Long attack, long TP play. If it works out, it looks great. If it doesn't, unfortunately, Ice Wall manages to pick off Storm, and this is a blizzard. Oh
no, he went into it.
Storm is just poor Storm. Storm and Minky, they're getting frozen in there. Go back into spawn. We are 2 minutes left. What has this round been, Biscuit?
I mean, they got like I said, I think they really should. I like the wraparound they did. It's been difficult. Reinhardt, if you can get up close, is good, but that ice wall's done great.
Yeah, nice rampage out. Unfortunately, it does not catch. Beat does not come fast enough for Storm to benefit from it, and we are just. Okay, Brilliant. Let's commit an ult to it. Why not? Why not? Strider manages to find Blue Jay. That's the pick you need. That's something to help open it up. Nazumi off of the Baptiste onto the Ana. This should help slow down the Junker Queen.
Ooh, there's an ult.
Yep, Strider popping the high noon, trying to use it as a zoning ult to get space. Shoots a shot off, doesn't find a final blow, but does help them open up for 2 ticks on this point. But Minky, critically, off of the Ana play of Dark Claw, falls to the Junker Queen. Oh, not the Shattered Jacks. Oh, Storm is kicking himself. Storm is kicking himself for that one. That's very unfortunate. Off of the Reinhardt onto the Romacha. We're trying again. We are trying.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left, and they have 30 seconds for 1 tick. It is doable, but someone has to either. You have to stay alive as a unit, and you have to try and find an opening pick. Shout out early from Ghostface. What can he get done with it? Answer. Let Dark Claw land the Bionade into the backline, but no one's able to capitalize. As I say that, Storm falls to Brilliant, but Mickey finds 2, and Strider cleaning. Mickey finds 1, Strider cleaning up for 2, but Ghostface is all manages to get rescued. That's it. Okay. 4 minutes, a little bit of chaos, but Halifax finally gets point A.
I mean, it's always that first point in King's Row. If you're on the offense, it's so difficult, though. It's usually a little tricky.
Yeah, a little tricky to break through, but they finally managed to do it. Took them a little bit, but we got there in the end. And we are breaking through the choke. That is the benefit of having the fight go almost into OT. Chicago could not set up early in the Kings Road choke to try and have an early hold. Instead, they're going to have to try and hold later in the map. Ghostface lands a knife into Storm, pulls him in closer. Maywall goes up. Storm is on his own, but luckily the rest of his team is able to come in and save Storm.
Ooh, Blizzard!
Yeah, Blizzard out. And Storm finds the pick on the Blue Jay. This is nice. Lazumi is one. Ghostface manages to come in and clean it up. Storm turns around.
Double!
Nice. And Strider with a third one on the end. Nice play from the Cassidy player. Oh.
Really great. Everybody needs to be on point. You want to get as much time as you can for this.
Yes, you
said
it
need
well.
As much. You need as much time as humanly possible.
Especially given the fact that their A attack took almost the entirety of their 4 minutes of regulation time. We are coming in. Is someone going to touch? Nano out from Darklaw onto Ghostface. And pulse bomb out. Mickey manages to find Darklaw. Turns around, finds Brilliant. And that should be it for Halifax. They should be getting point B off of this. Rescue Toast and Strider turning around, finding Ghostface and Creep respectively. Minky finds one more pick, and that's B. 2 minutes left on the play clock to push into the Foundry.
I mean, coming back from, 30 seconds left in point A, now we're all the way getting to the third point with 2 minutes left. That's a really good bounce back. We'll have to see, how does Halifax keep going here? They got 2 ults. They have Kasune and Annihilation. That's a really good combo.
Exactly. Shout out from Ghostface. In return, Rescue Toast dropping the Fox down onto the car, forcing Chicago.
Oh.
Early Suzu from Rescue Toast. Ghostface sees this and is able to turn around, cleans up to Nazumi and Storm fall in the backline. Mickey might have been able to trade out for the May, but that's it. The early Suzu from Rescue Toast gave Ghostface the opening opportunity to come in and use the ult. Darklaw uses the nade, finds the closing pick out onto Strider, and we are 1 minute left on the play clock.
Absolutely. I mean, so far it's been a great push. Since that first point capture, Minky falls.
Oh, Minky. Nice sleep onto Blue Jay. Unfortunately, not able to land enough damage in order to secure the final level. Huge anti, but who can capitalize on it? Defensive Maywall up. Storm slept, and we have. And oh, that's unfortunate. That's Torb Molten Core down. Storm manages to turn around, find Blue Jay. Minky able to pick off Creep. That's a huge nice pulse bomb, but unfortunately, Chicago dumped more ults into that fight, and they were able to get more value out of their ultimates in turn. 30 seconds left on the clock. What can Halifax do? Can they get any more progress on this card?
I mean, you definitely can. You need to get Strider to stay up. He needs to be up high. He needs to press Q. And there goes Storm.
Storm the first to fall again. Can't happen. And that's unfortunate. Strider goes down in the ultimate. Oh, this is a fight that a map that looked like it almost was gonna go down at the end of A. Making it halfway through the Foundry. This is nice. You can take this. It's still winnable if you're Halifax, but as I say that, it is just Ghostface cleaning up on the car. Just poor Minky left. Strider comes in, manages to turn around, find Ghostface. Blue Jay picks off Rescue Toast, and we have a Charlie Niner.
Yeah, but I mean, also at the same time, it was already a brilliant push from point A to there. I mean, to start from 30 seconds and get all the way to there is a really good push.
Exactly. And I guess, and if you are Halifax, this is still winnable. You can't be in your heads thinking that this map is over. If you want the reverse sweep, it has to start now, and you have to play it one map at a time.
Absolutely. You gotta be ready. With Halifax, I mean, they've been doing great this whole series. They've been able to win some serious fights. Ooh, we got Storm on JQ. I haven't seen that yet, I think. We also got
I think I've seen it.
Minky.
Yeah, I think I've seen it playing ranked or quick play with Storm. Maybe occasionally on the occasionally in the 10-mans. Shout out to our 10-mans crew. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
this is an interesting one. I would not expect Storm to be playing the Junker Queen. I'd expect him to play the Reinhardt or Ramatra, but this does, excuse me, look, this is a brawl comp coming out on the side of Halifax for their defense, and Chicago going for the brawl to match Reinhardt versus Junker Queen. Typically will favor the Reinhardt 9 times out of 10, unless the Queen is able to get in and start picking things off. Minky isolated with the nice Mei wall, manages to, Lamp comes in from the Zumi, but Blue Jay manages to quickly pick off Minky. This cannot happen if you are Halifax. You cannot have the first pick go.
There goes Strider.
Yeah. Strider goes down to Blue Jay. Ghostface turns around, pins Storm into the wall, turns him into some paste, and that is point A quickly going the way of Chicago. Sorry, 5 minutes 45 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they got a lot of time, but I mean,
Yep,
Halifax can slow them down.
Yep. Nice lamp from the Zumi to save Strider's life in there, and Strider turns around, repays the favor by picking off Ghostface for punishing their hubris.
Yes, now, we're seeing Halifax trying to, get back together. They're trying to hold it all together, seeing what they could do, as Chicago is pushing along.
Chicago's pushing along, but because they went down so early in the fight, they were able to hold in the infamous choke point. Although, as I say that, the cart has pushed past, and yeah, Minky turns around, finds Blue Jay. Creep finds Minky. Nano out onto Brilliant on the Bastion. What can they get done? It's getting sloppy. It's getting scrappy, it's getting feisty. Rescue Toast drops a beat for 2, and Strider, even though he never got the beat, was able to turn around and find 2 more. Nice defensive stabilization, and now... Oh no! Two-man shatter, could have been a third if the...
And there's a blizzard!
Yep, there's a blizzard, that's... Storm... Oh no. Okay. Alright, chat, I've seen enough, this is just getting... This is getting chaotic and kind of crazy in here, and Nezumi is going to be the last one out. That is a stagger you hate to see, unfortunately.
Yeah, hopefully, Toast can get back without being noticed, but... Oh, there's an ice wall!
There's an ice wall. There's no supports on the field right now because Toast is in the back line, turret Lucioing, and unfortunately that does mean Minky falls. And Toast.
As
yeah. What are we doing, my friend?
Away. I mean, he's just vibing, dude.
He's just vibing, but unfortunately, the rest of his team is falling around him. As I say that, Brilliant with the AC-130 ult manages to find Nezumi's lamp and Nezumi, and Chicago trade in for 2. Almost 5 minutes on the clock to push halfway through C. This is gonna be rough.
Yeah, you are gonna need a win. This is gonna be a very rough. I mean, you can't stop it. I mean, I've seen crazier things, but this would be one really tough hold.
This will be, this all will come down to Minky's. This will come down to Minky's artillery strike, and can they get anything done with it? Storm onto the Tracer, angling in for a touch. He's gotta get it through. He's gotta get it through.
Touch.
Yep, gotta touch. The Bastion's won, but nice nade from Darklaw to come in. Strider manages to find creep. That's the pick you need. Shatter comes out, but it goes right into the shield of Storm. Nice block from him, but Blizzard coming out. Blue Jay manages to find both supports, but Strider, still in the backline, manages to find Darklaw before Ghostface comes in and pins him against the wall.
Ooh, what a kill!
Annihilation out from Storm. Gets 2, tries to push the Bastion. Unfortunately, the Bastion is able to push back and get Storm down.
Uh-oh. Look at who we see. We have Maga coming out.
This is well, if you weren't already tilted, get tilted even more because there is a Malka on the field.
Here comes Maga.
Here
Ready.
comes Malka. Nice nade from Nizumi to find two. Strider lobs the pulse bomb out, manages to find creep. That's a nice opening pick from Strider. And Minky on the high ground mows down Brilliant. Strider back there manages to find Dark Law as well. Nice picks, nice stabilization. And it's happening. It's possible.
It is possible. It's just really at this point it all matters with who's gonna manage their ultimates better. You know, you've already stopped the cart. You got 3 minutes. How are you gonna manage your ults? That will make or break this.
Yeah. Creep has a window. Can she open up and find something with it? She rips it on the cart. Rips on the cart, but no one's shooting through it. Nano out. Creep falls to the hands of Rescue Toast, but Ghostface manages to find Storm. This is huge. Artillery strike comes through. Minky finds Darklaw, but Ghostface turns around, finds Minky. Blizzard out onto the cart, and Brilliant's just cleaning up things. One last Blizzard. Can Rescue Toast survive? And can Rescue Toast survive? Keep Storm alive. Storm is there, but he's on fire, and Malga just stops E because why not? It is just Rescue Toast left on this cart. Nizumi trades back for Blue Jay. This is a nice pick from them. Can they turn around and capitalize? Minky launching the artillery strike. Strider falls to the hands of Nano Brilliant, and unfortunately, it is not enough. That is Chicago taking the series 3-0 against Halifax.
Yeah, I mean, still, it was a very competitive series the entire time. I think Storm did a really good job in his debut as the tank. He got promoted from Emerald to Ruby. I thought he did a really good job in this. Overall, I mean, he had a few really good plays. Yeah,
and hands down. If you are Halifax, you cannot. Yes, it sucks to lose. It's not fun, but if I'm looking at Halifax, if I'm looking at where the potential is in this season, you really have to look at the hands of Minky and Strider. That DPS line will take you far if you enable them, if you let them turn around and give them the space to find the picks.
Absolutely, yeah, they could do a lot of work. We've seen it before.
Yeah, it might be a 3-0 scoreline, but don't let this 3-0 score deceive you. This is a lot closer of a game than the scoreline would show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Biscuit, it's been a pleasure casting with you. Ooh, do you have anything you want to say as we wrap things up over here?
No, not for now, at least. I mean, I know hopefully maybe we get a stream or not, but we got a Ruby game on Sunday night. I think we also got an Emerald game Sunday night, so that'd be pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, we got a couple of Emerald games. We have one at 8 p.m., one at 10 p.m., and then we do have a Ruby game at 10 p.m. I'm unfortunately blanking on the teams that are playing right now. That's shame on me. I should be doing better. That being said,
I could tell you for the Ruby who's playing.
It's all right, but be sure to tune in. Be sure to tune in to more streams this weekend as we continue on week 1 of United Rogue Overwatch. My name has been Zach. I was joined with Biscuit, and ladies and gentlemen, cheese gays, theys, guys, gals, non-binary pals, have a good night. Take it easy, y'all.
Got a feeling it burns in my chest. It's growing larger with every breath I take. When I fight it, I hide it, it takes me down. Yeah, I know we created a mess. It's growing bigger with every choice we make. Yeah, we're here, we keep coming around. The more it itches, the higher we go, the harder we fall in and out of love. and never look back, but in the end we lose. So